video.
16 point, sorry, what experience you said? Can you repeat one more time?
Sir, yes, sir, I have good experience of working in international technical support voice process, and I have
Okay.
also worked in service desk where I have worked on tickets related to onboarding, offboarding, internal movements, account unlock, password reset,
Okay.
providing access to applications like VPN, Citrix, Jira,
Oh.
Confluence, ATS.
So have you ever configured
Applications.
any one of them? Like for example, you're saying VPN and all of those stuff. Have you ever configured on Cisco devices?
Sir, I haven't configured Cisco routers, but I
Okay.
have heard about some of the protocols like EAGRP, OSPF. I have not acquired in-depth knowledge on Cisco routers.
Okay. Okay.
That's the
Okay.
reason
Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
what comes in your mind from CCNA? That
Um,
who guided you for this the same thing?
no, sir. Actually, it's my own initiative.
Oh,
It's a self-initiative. Like nobody told me. Uh,
okay. Okay. Yeah, please go on. I'm listening.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm listening. Listening. You're saying something?
Yeah, actually, this course is Cisco Certified Network Associate, which is which makes a person to know about the complete uh, networking, right?
Yeah, yeah,
With
exactly.
router and
Exactly. Go on.
switches, with respect to router and switches, where we can learn about IP address, binary decimal conversions, number systems,
Okay.
physical medium like Ethernet cable. Then we have networking devices, hub, router, switch. After
Yeah.
that, there is something called OSA layer, which is crucial for a person who pursues or who works in the networking field to know about the OSA layers. And we'll be
Okay.
covering in depth about the protocols and port numbers like TCP, UDP, DHCP, DNS.
Exactly, exactly. So you're right thing. The course which we are going to start is CCNA. Okay. So
Uh,
CCNA stands for Cisco
mm,
Certified,
Network Associate.
exactly, Network Associates. Okay. This is the beginning of networking. Like for example, if you want to go for a networking, you want to
Mm,
pursue your career in an
mm,
networking field. So this
mm,
course is mandatory for
mm,
anyone of
mm,
who is trying to pursue the network.
mm,
After doing CCNA, then you can try to go for different fields. Like for example, if you want to continue for CCNA, like for example, you can go for CCNP or CCIE or
mm,
SD-WAN and
mm,
automation nowadays is very popular going around.
mm,
Okay. And if not, if you want to do something else, like for example, you want to go for cyber security, then you can
mm,
even go for cyber security as well. You want to
mm,
pursue for cloud, you can go for cloud as well. Like for example, Azure,
mm,
AWS,
mm,
Google Cloud, like this. You want to go for server administrator, you can pursue
mm,
your server administrator, anything. Okay. But this is mandatory.
mm,
Then at least you have to do CCNA.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
Am I clear till here?
Okay, okay.
Okay. So once you are good with the CCNA, then you go for different technologies, which I just mentioned, all of those stuff. Because, as I earlier said, like for example, it's a basic level of network. And when I say basic level of networking, what does it mean? It means, like, for example, it will tell you a little bit about basics of everything. Like, for example, what you ever said right now, you're taking the name of AGRP, okay,
Mm,
OSPF,
mm,
then your STP protocols, VTP, routing switching, basically, whatever you've heard during those years. Everything we are gonna cover in the basics level of CCN, in the basics level of networking. Okay, I'll mention here, like for example, your OSI layers. I think you mentioned this as well. Okay, these 7 layers of OSI, the TCP/IP. Okay, then the most important is subnetting and VLSM. Not this, the different IP addresses we are working on, IPv4 and IPv6. Have you ever worked on IPv6? Ram Gopal? Hello? Ram Gopal?
Hello.
Hello, Ramgopal, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Sir, I have
Yeah.
basic idea about IPv6, but not in-depth knowledge.
Okay, no, have you ever worked on this? Like, for example, have you ever assigned an IPv6 to a PC?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
Actually, at times automatically IPv6 gets assigned,
Yeah,
so it will stop us in accessing network, which includes sending and receiving emails and internet. So used to go to the network configuration page and change the option to use the following IPv4 address.
correct, correct,
Apart from
correct.
that, I don't have
Okay,
knowledge of assigning IPv6 address. So in
okay,
which
no
scenario
issues.
we will assign IPv6 address?
No issue, no issue. Okay. So I hope everything is clear till there. Okay. So now the thing is, how we're gonna pursue for CCNA. Okay. So let me just take it there. Oh, just a second. Huh? So let's do a little bit of history of CCNA. Let's understand a little bit of history of CCNA. When CCNA was started, so there were multiple fields. So I'll just divide into two parts. Before 2020 and after 2020. So before 2020, CCNA we can pursue in routing and switching. Okay. Then we can go for CCNA in wireless, in data center. Okay. Voice, a lot of different fields in before 2020 in CCNA. But after 2020, what Cisco did, it merged all the certifications of CCNA into a one single certification, which is CCNA routing and switching. Okay, its exam code is 200301. And this certification, if you do the international certification for CCNA, it is valid for 3 years. Valid for 3 years. After 3 years, you have to renew your certification. Or if you want to pursue, like for example, if you want to go for CCNP, you want to go give the certification of this, you can give. You want to go for CCI, you may give the certification of this as well. But see, even you can renew CCNA as well of yours. Okay. So now,
Mhm.
so now we will
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
what. Yeah, please, Ramgopal.
Mhm. Yes, please go ahead, sir. I'm listening. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
okay, okay. Now, so how we gonna approach CCNA? Okay.
Mhm.
So what we will do, we will divide CCNA into 4 modules. Okay. The first module, we will be taking up of basics of networking, or you could say fundamentals. So in the fundamental session, what all are we going to cover? We will be covering networking and its types, because it's everything mentioned in the syllabus. That's why I'm doing. Okay. The OSI layers, which you've just told me, and TCP as well, TCP IP. Then the IP address, subnetting, and VLSM. And the one is ARP, which is Address Resolution Protocol. The last two mentioned, which is IP address, subnetting, VLSM, and ARP. They are not only important for your CCNA, but even if you go for any networking field, whether you want to go for cloud, whether you want to go for cyber security, okay, your server administrator, anywhere you will go, these things will always be remain with you. These IP address, subnetting, VLSM, and AR, because they will be used at a higher level. Okay, the whole of this module, the first module, the fundamentals of networking, it will take around you can say 2 weeks, because we dedicated a special week for this IP address, subnetting, VLSM, and ARP, because we cover subnetting for all 3 classes, A, B, C, in a separate class. Okay. And then once we are done with this module is totally theoretical model. Theoretical.
Okay.
Completely. Okay. The practical implication of this model will be in your next module, which is our routing. So how do we pursue routing? We divide routing. Okay, just Ramgopal, just tell me one thing. Where are you from? Actually, I forgot to ask you. Where are you from?
Chennai, Tamil Nadu.
Oh, you're from Tamil Nadu. Okay.
I'm from Madras capital.
Madras.
Yes.
Okay.
It is since 1996. The name of the place is called as Chennai. Before that, it was called as Madras.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
if we say Chennai, everyone from New Delhi, they know this because it is also one of the metros.
Okay, yeah. It's one of the metro cities, correct. You're right.
People from Chennai, they frequently go to New Delhi. From New Delhi, they come to Chennai.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about the next module, which is our routing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna divide routing in our 3 modules. Now one is default routing, static routing, and the dynamic routing. These default, static, and dynamic. This module is strictly in the both terms, both theory plus practical. When I say practical, I mean labs. We will be covering all the labs. Okay. So what in the dynamic routing? We divide dynamic into generally in 2 parts. One is IGP and another one is EGP. Like all the protocols you've just mentioned, EIGRP, RIP, OSPF, ISIS, these all are IGP protocols. And the one protocol which we are having is BGP. It lies in EGP. Whereas we are having also BGP of 2 parts, IBGP and EBGP, like this. Although these 2 protocols, EIGRP and RIP, they are not mentioned in CCNA syllabus. Even RIP has obsolete. Even no companies are using in the production environment this RIP. However, we will be covering both these protocols in detail. Okay. For CCNA.
Okay.
And then one more protocol, which is OSPF. This is one of the most important protocol because nowadays 90 to 95% companies, they are working on this OSPF protocol.
So, sorry, I have one doubt. So don't we use RIP version 2?
Exactly. Both the versions. When I say RIP, it's both RIP version 1 and RIP version 2. However, RIP has been obsolete. In the production, now they are not using RIP. Be it RIP version 1 or RIP version 2. Both of them are obsolete. Okay. But however, we will be covering. Okay, because I'm not gonna take you straight to the OSPF because first of all, we have to get the base of the sprints. So first we will do the RIP, then we'll go a step little forward, which is the IGRP. Then we will go for OSPF. And OSPF, it takes around 4 to 5 classes. Only OSPF. Because this is very, very important protocol. Okay. So we are gonna take a deep look in this OSPF protocol. And this RIP and EIGRP, together we will take 5 classes. This will be done in 5 classes all. And this is all theory and practical. It is not something like we are not going to cover theory or not going to cover practical labs. Everything will be covered. And all your practical labs will be done on your Cisco packet tracer. Okay, that I will help you to install, that how to install it. Or from our side, you will get a support to download this protocol. Software, which is Cisco packet tracer. Okay, all clear till here?
Okay.
Any questions you're having?
Yes, sir. Actually, you told that class A, B, and C, we can. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, but your voice is coming a little low. Can you please switch your increase your volume a little bit?
Yes. Mic was a little bit far away. That's why I'm sorry for that. I have adjusted.
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah, actually, you told that subnetting will be covered for 3 classes, but not for D and E. Is it because of multicasting and this one?
multicasting,
Class
but
E is meant only for broadcast and
actually the
research,
thing
no?
is we don't use those protocols. No, like for example, we
Or
don't use the class D and E.
okay,
E is for multicasting now, which is
okay, okay,
reserved, and E is
okay,
reserved for research and development. That's why I
okay.
just take these three classes, A,
Mm,
B, C. Because if I try to give any IP address, like for example, I show you.
mm.
Wait. भाई थोड़ी देर के लिए बाहर हो जाना. Okay, wait, I'll just show you. Okay, now just see. If I'll try to give the IP address,
Mm.
you see, if I try to give the IP from class D, let's suppose 224, the moment I type 224, you see I'll get an error. Please specify a value between 1 and 223. That's why we say class D and E, they are reserved. So only for class A, B, and subnetting, we will be taking the classes. We are going to perform all those three classes, subnetting for these
Okay.
things. Okay, clear? Ram Gopal, understood?
Yes, sir, I'm listening. Yes, yes, yes. I saw the navigation.
Okay, that's perfect. So should I go further?
Okay, please go ahead. Actually, you
Yeah,
mean that only class A, B, and C can be assigned to host, wherein class D and E cannot be assigned to any other host in a network. So
yeah,
it is not
exactly. You're
possible
right.
for us to do subnetting, because subnetting itself is breaking network into small networks. So when it
You're
comes
right.
to class D and E, it is not possible to break the networks. That's what you mean, because that is meant for a different way of communication
Wait,
and for
I'll
research.
tell you. Class D, when we talk about class D and class E, they are reserved category class. Like, for example,
Mm.
have you ever heard about APIPA? APIPA, APIPA?
Yes, it's automatic private internet protocol address, right?
IP, yeah, automatic private
Yes,
IP address. Have you ever heard about this thing? This from APIPA?
yes,
This is
yes.
also reserved.
Yes, 169.254. Oh, reserved.
169.254.0.0 till 169.254.255.255. This is completely reserved. So when something is reserved, I cannot perform the subnetting on that one because it is not useful for me. Why would I waste my time? So similarly, class D and E, they are reserved. They are reserved for, this is reserved for multicasting. So subnetting cannot be done. And similarly, E is also E is reserved for research and development. So no subnetting on this as well.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so subnetting is only for class A, B, and C that we will be taking. And even the further the VLSM as well. VLSM is a subnetting of subnetting. So when we will do VLSM, also VLSM we will be taking for these three classes, A, B, and C.
Mm.
Clear?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Now, so I told you there were 4 modules which we were discussing. Okay. The first one is network fundamentals, which I just told you.
Mm.
And another is routing. We
Mm.
also discussed about this one as well.
Mm.
And the third module, which we'll be doing, it is switching.
Mm.
Okay. So what all in the switching? Again, mentioning one more thing. This module is both theory plus practical.
Mm.
Okay. Everything, like for example, VLAN, your spanning tree protocol, trunking,
Mm.
DTP protocol, VTP, port security, ether channel, everything, whatever will be mentioned in the syllabus, everything we will be covering, port security and your ether channel. Okay. After just a couple of minutes, I will show you syllabus as well. Okay. So all of those stuff which I've just mentioned here, it will be covered in both theory and practical. You have to do the labs for this. Okay. And the last module, which is known as miscellaneous. Okay. So what we do, we divide miscellaneous into two parts. One is specifically theoretical module, no practical for this one. And the another one is both theory and practical. So under that module of theory and practical, we will be covering access control list, NAT, PAT, IPv6, and also the static routing on IPv6 as well. Okay. Your CDP, LLDP. Okay. Then little bit about wireless as well, that how to configure the Cisco access points and all of those stuff. Okay. This is all theory and practical, which I'm mentioning here. Okay. And then comes wireless, CDP, LDP, IPv6, NAT, PAT, ACL. Yeah. And then in the theoretical portion, we will be doing FHRP, first fork redundancy protocol. Whatever I'm going to mention in theoretical portion in the miscellaneous of CCNA, it will be covered in the practical portion of CCNP. When you will be doing the CCNP, all of things which are mentioned in CCNA theoretical, this miscellaneous topic, you're going to cover there. Okay. Like for example, in FHRP, we are having three protocols. One is HSRP, another one is VRRP, and then the GLBP. These three protocols will be done both theory and practical in CCNP as well. But in CCNA, we'll do only for theoretical portion. And then little bit of about DHCP snooping and all of those stuff. Okay. And one more thing, DHCP and DNS there as well. We will be doing. So all of those modules, these four modules will be consist of around your 1.5 to 2 months that we will be covering. Okay. So all the labs you're going to do on your packet tracer, which I just mentioned you. And if you feel any issues, you won't be able to download the labs, don't worry. We will help you to guide how to download the labs.
Okay,
That's not okay. Okay. Even I guide you as well, that from where you can download all of those stuff. Okay. Like you can yourself, how you yourself, you can download the lab as well.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to see the syllabus, let me give me a moment. I'll just show you. Yeah, see. So this is the CCNA syllabus. Okay. Although you will see that the first model which I just mentioned, you is the first. I'm gone. So my first model is, you see it's network fundamentals, which are written here. Okay, everything, the access point, controller, servers, the router, layer 2, layer 3 switches. Okay, because this syllabus is a combination of both routing and switching together. So which I just segregated for you. So that you will be able to understand clearly. Okay, then you see the IPv4 addressing, which I just mentioned, IPv6, IPv4, IPv6, subnetting. Okay. In IPv6, we will be discussing what is unicast, anycast, multicast, everything. Okay. And in wireless, I told you, we will be discussing both theory and practical, these non-overlapping channels, SSID, encryption, RF, everything. Okay. Then comes your network access, the trunk ports. What is 802.1q standard, native LANs? Okay. CDP, LLDP, I mentioned. Ether channel, we can see spanning tree protocol, and the earlier mean I mentioned. Everything, whatever there would be mentioned in the syllabus, everything we are going to cover in the syllabus. Okay, you can see syslog as well. One more thing is syslog. I forgot to mention in the miscellaneous top part, it's syslog as well. Okay, clear? Ram Gopal?
Yes, please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, and this is the part of automation. Okay. We'll discuss automation as well, but not to that high level extent. A little bit of automation we also talk about. Like for example, if you want to pursue for SD-WAN, so the principles of SD-WAN we can discuss here, because as you see, it is written automation and programmability. Okay. Now, anything else you would like to ask, you may ask, because all of those stuff which I mentioned, I told you. So anything you would like to ask, you may ask.
No, because when you said basics of networking, will you be covering about local area network, wide area network, metropolitan area network, then
OS,
other one,
OSI
um,
layers.
no, Ethernet cables, Cat5. There
Correct, correct,
are
correct.
differences, no, like Cat5. Cat5 is straight through crossover, twisted pair, unshielded twisted pair, copper cable.
Right, right, right.
Okay.
You're right.
Will you be covering everything in the basic
Yeah, exactly,
networking?
exactly. You will be covering.
Because I have no idea about this one, two tier,
Yeah,
three
exactly. I
tier.
know.
And,
That's why what we do whenever we are going to teach the student CCNA, we start from the very basic. Like for example, what all you are telling me. Like for example, you're having a experience of 16 years. In a 16 years, you must have heard billions of times. This is your Cat 5. This is your Cat 6. This is your the copper wire. This is your straight wire, and this is your crossover cable. But we don't know what does it mean. Why do we work with these wires? So we are gonna cover everything. So don't worry.
okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay. No, no. So when you say small office, home office, you will tell how the network topology has been designed in small office, home
Yeah,
office.
exactly. Then when we will do that LAN man pan, the basics of the when I mentioned the basics of networking and its types. So there will be discussing this all of those stuff. How you can set up a small office network. What is 2 tier? What is 3 tier? Spine leaf. Everything will be discussed.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
clear? Anything else? Any questions you are having in your mind you want to ask?
No, sir. No questions as of now. So,
As of now, no.
what will be the duration of the class and for how many hours will be delivering the concepts?
You're asking the time duration of the class or the time duration of the whole course?
Whole course and the class.
Class is around 1.5 to 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. And the duration is around 1.52 months. You can take this like as well.
Okay, sir. Okay.
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 All done?
Okay.
Okay. Any questions you're having? You may ask.
No doubts. Please go
All
ahead.
right.